Hello, hello. Welcome to the 10K Project. Welcome to this week's Bet on Black pitch. We have a returning guest this evening, Mr. Benson Watch Company himself. Barry, I'm going to turn it over to you in just a minute, but I want to first talk to the community for a few seconds and go to your campaign page. You guys know how we do this every week, right? So guys in the community, thank you so much for joining again. I think it's always so awesome when you guys can join us and take time away from family and busy schedule after having a long day at work or whatever it is that you may have done today and spending your Tuesday evenings with us. So thank you so much. I'm always so humbled by the fact that you guys keep coming every week. I mean, the fact that when your name pops up, I smile. I'm like, oh, that's April. She's in Singapore. So it's like, this is really cool. So thank you guys. I want to remind you guys that we are in the midst of a membership drive. So please share the 10K Project with everyone you believe can benefit from what it is we're doing. For those of you who are not new members, who are existing members, you guys are going to be our best marketing campaign, right? Because you know what we are providing, the service we're providing, and you've been riding with us since the beginning. So please share this. We did add a membership tier to the membership levels. We have a platinum package, that includes 6 months of financial planning from Freeman Capital, which is a Black-owned financial planning company. So please check out the website, look at that again, and see if that's something you want to consider as you take this journey to building wealth. We do have Benson Watch Company back again. I am going to share the campaign page, just go over it really quickly because we've been here, done that, right? But I want to make sure for anyone who's new that you guys know how to look at the due diligence information, know where to find it. We'll also be putting the campaign link in the chat multiple times this evening, so you don't have to worry about missing it if you miss it the first time. Scroll up, you'll see it. If not, scroll down, you'll see it again because we'll keep putting it in there. All right. So here's the campaign page. It's on republic.co. As you can see, there's 65 days left in this campaign. You can see all of the deal terms are here off to the right-hand side of the page, right? So you want to pay close attention to the deal terms. You also want to pay close attention to all of the legal documents. That's also right here, right? So that's going to tell you about the financials, about the SEC filing, all of those important things, right? Here's some perks. So you want to make note of that. And then I want you to go over to the left-hand side of the page, right? So this is where you're going to learn about the business itself, right? What they do, how they do it, the competition, the vision, the team, right? You're going to learn about all of that here. I would say, please click on every single link. Barry took a lot of time building this page so that it can have all of the information his potential investors could need. And so out of respect, go ahead and take a look at every single link because there's going to be some critical information every time you click somewhere, right? And that's going to help you make a determination on if you want to invest in this business or not, right? So outside of the beautiful timepieces that he's making, there's a business model behind this as well. And you want to know what that is as you consider investing. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing. And with that said, I'm going to turn it over to Barry to tell us what he's been doing since he last joined us. I know a few things you've been doing because I've been watching you. So I want to hear about the QVC and all of that good stuff. I want to hear about all of that. Oh, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we have there's some like things that are like ironically like taking place today, and it's like across the street. So there was like a little bit of noise. Hopefully it's clear while I'm on here. But firstly, I'd like to thank you, Sawana, again for bringing me back and allowing me to pitch on this amazing platform. I see it's growing, and we'll continue to grow. I think this is like something that nobody, not a ton of people are doing. I haven't seen any sort of opportunities like this where it's done as well. So, again, I commend you for this. I also want to thank every person, each person who's already gone and made their investment in Benson Watch Company. Originally, we were going to send out the pieces, right? We had a little agreement. We had a little agreement, last time that the people who invested would receive some sort of gift, from me to you. And we went ahead and sent those out earlier. We were going to send them out when the campaign ended, but I'm like, I'm coming back on here. Like, it'd be great if some people could get theirs, in light of me being back. So yeah. Oh, so you got yours.
Mine came today. It did.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope everybody got their their pieces. There's still some people that I'm waiting for addresses from. It's just a few people, but if we made some sort of connection on email, your pieces is on the way. So I'm excited about that.
One of the things we did, Barry, I'm sorry to cut you off. One of the things we did is I asked everyone as they received them to post a picture of it in our Facebook group. So
nice.
We've already got about 10 people who have posted their pictures that they got theirs. So we've got a little trend going where we're gonna highlight you for the rest of this week with our pictures.
There we go.
As they come in. Perfect.
So yeah, it's like I said, that it was a great energy last time we were on the call. I was just like, let me do something for for everybody. And if you're investing in something, you also want to see what it is. So I'm glad people are starting to receive it. We may have something special today. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see at the end. But again, yeah, thank you everybody for coming on. Hearing my my pitch. What we're doing at Benson is something that very few have tried and none have really accomplished successfully. We're aiming to be the first Black-owned, globally recognized watch brand. As it stands, there are zero. There are zero who are represented in the hierarchy of watches, and there are zero who are owned by some of these larger companies that are in the business of buying micro brands. So we want to change that. My story is simple. I started Benson Watch, sheerly out of my passion for watches. I got my first piece when I was 7 years old. Collected pieces until the time I was about 25 years old before deciding that this was something that I loved so much that I wanted to create a business out of it. But I went the traditional route. Like, I didn't immediately start, selling watches. I didn't immediately know that was the route that I wanted to go. So I went to school. I went down to Morehouse College. I got a degree in business management and finance, and I went off and started working in consulting. And, for a number of years, it was what I thought life was. I had a good job going. I had a decent income. I was able to hang out on the weekends. But I realized that I wasn't truly happy. I wasn't truly fulfilled. And there was something missing. I felt like, I was kind of, fitting into a very small box and only expressing a portion of who I truly was. And I realized that it was because I was there to do a job, and, I wasn't really much more to the company than that. So, after talking to friends and family, I kind of came to the conclusion that, I wanted to leave the job and pursue, my passion, which was watchmaking. But in the process, this idea came to me that there's so many other people just like you. There's so many people, that are in jobs or whatever situations or circumstances they may be in where they're not completely happy and they don't feel valued, or that they're they can bring their whole selves to that, to that place. So I was like, how about you be the brave one, you be the one that goes out there and pursues your passion unapologetically and document it. You share it with the world, and use the timepieces as a metaphor to inspire the masses to spend their time doing what it is they love too. And it would become this, this movement, and it would, essentially impact the world for the good. I know that, it may, spending time doing what you love, it may seem like it's a simple thing, but when I decided to spend my time doing what I love, it's when my life changed completely. It's when I began to learn myself a bit more and I began to open up and have better experiences and kind of evolve into a better version of myself because I was no longer trying to fit into a type or a box. I was really able to meet myself. And the way I feel now is better than ever. I'm more alive and energetic than ever. And I truly attribute that to me spending my time doing what I love. So I created these beautiful products so that I can give you guys a piece of that energy. And hopefully when you encounter the brand, you feel the same way. Now we've had quite a bit of wins since we've been here last. A lot of things are really picking up. I think I mentioned before how some of the press that we were in, like New York Times, that's old news, right? So we've been in, we had television appearances, on QVC, HSN, which exhausted our inventory. We sold out. We were later introduced on The Price is Right on a pretty long segment, and what we recently found out. Because of the ratings that episode got, we're actually going to be back on The Price is Right for 5 episodes in the new season. 5 episodes. So that's huge. Beautiful. That's huge. As it pertains to exposure. So that's really really exciting. It kind of came out of nowhere. But this is the magic of Benson. This is what happens. This company is heart-centered and heart-led, and I believe that the people that come in contact with the brand, they feel that. Also, we recently hired a PR firm who's going to be handling, who's going to be handling other opportunities similar to that. So we're pitching, 20 to 30 publications, per month, like national television. I won't get into naming the things yet until they come into fruition. But we have a lot of other opportunities that are similar to Price is Right, similar to QVC, and even at a larger scale. So I would love to have anybody who's listening, join the movement. We're trying to get to $1 million. We believe that it's at that raise that we'll be able to truly do the things that we need to do. As far as investing more into our marketing budget, giving the brand, a bit more exposure through PR, hiring a designer so that we can diversify and expand our current product offerings, and really start getting that AOV up a little bit. So if you've invested already, you put something in there, you just wanted to get in, you wanted to kind of wait and see how things were, you can always increase your investment. Like the max is 100K. So if you've invested 1,000 or 500 or 250, you can always put a little bit more in there. Another thing is if the amount that you see, if the amount that you see on the website is not the amount that you want to put in, you can always write the exact number. It doesn't have to be the exact numbers on the tier. So that was something that was kind of coming back from some people. Some people was like, oh, well, I may want to do 2,700 or 28 or something like that, or 1,300. So if it's not the exact number that you see on the side, you can literally just type in the number that you want to invest in, and it will allow you to do so. So I appreciate you guys, stopping by, checking me out again, listening to my voice. If there's anything, any questions or anything else that you'd like me to answer, that may not be on the campaign page, beyond revenue and all that stuff, all the financials, everything you need, legal work is there. It's a completely transparent process. You can go ahead and ask me now, like if there's anything that just pops up. I'm not sure how much time Tawana wants to spend on questions, but I'd love to make sure that everybody that's listening gets all of their questions answered on this call. And like I said, there will be something special, at the end. And literally, Tawana, like you are the only person that I do this for. I don't know why. Well, when I come on here,
that's like, why.
When I come on here, I bring I bring goodies, because I always want to make sure that your community is taken care of. So
We love it, and we don't
we'll
take that lightly. We are very appreciative. We really, really are.
absolutely.
So yeah, so
Awesome.
guys, you know how to do this. Put your questions in the Q&A. I see a few of you. Terrence, you should probably get an email because you didn't give us your address. I'm looking at my list that I sent over to Barry. So you'll probably be getting an email. Felicia, I sent over your address, so you'll be getting a package because you actually gave your address.
Terrence, what's Terrence's last name? Because that sounds familiar. I feel like give me just 1 second.
Okay.
Because we reached out to, I believe there were like 73 people. Okay. Terrence Browning. Yeah, it says he's been emailed.
Right, Terrence, check your spam.
Terrence, did you receive anything from Benson Watch Company? Because our spreadsheet says that you've been emailed, but it's not highlighting that there was a response with the address sent back to us.
Yeah, he said he never got his email.
Okay.
So Terrence, just check your spam just to make sure there's nothing in the spam folder or promotions folder. Things always end up in that promotions folder when I send people some things. Yeah. That's the email we have.
Yeah, TG Browning.
At Hotmail. Yep.
Okay. Yep, that's where we sent it.
He said, "Can I give my address now?" Go
ahead. Yeah, I mean, if you
give it to everybody, Terrence.
I don't know if you want to drop your address in the chat, but but I can actually give you my email address, and you can just email the address. So it's Marcel at Benson Watch. I don't mind if anybody has that. Marcel at bensonwatch.com, and you can just shoot your email there, and I'll make sure that we get your piece out to you.
Awesome. All right, we've got a couple of questions. Latrice says, any new designs in the works since the last pitch?
Oh yeah. So we have. I'm not sure, see if I can pull it up. Yeah. So we have about 10 different watches coming out during the holidays, right? So we're talking about a variety of so not only different designs, but also like different colorways of some of your favorite designs. We're also introducing a new bracelet, which is to date probably my favorite thing that we've created.
Wow.
It's I feel like the reception of this particular piece is going to be out of this world because of how it was designed. It just, what it looks like is something that even someone who may not necessarily wear a watch consistently will love. So I'm excited about that. That's going to have its own launch around the holidays as well, completely separate, from the pieces. But yeah, to answer the question, we definitely have some new designs. Just to run through a few of them, the Untitled, which is this piece right here. We have this coming out in all gold. So that's not pictured on the website, but just imagine, this particular, this particular piece right here coming in all gold. So we're talking about the moon phase, the dial, it's like just taking this and dipping it in gold.
Wow.
Right. So that's gonna be that's like we posted a picture on Instagram, and it got a ton of engagement. People are reaching out asking how they can pre-order it. We're also coming out with leather straps for the Cardinals. We have rubber straps coming out as well for the Untitles to make them a bit sportier. So yeah, we got some amazing things on the way to you guys.
Very nice. Very nice. Melissa says, maybe it would be helpful if you summarize what the funds you are raising will be used for in the near future.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we've I can definitely do that here, but you can see in greater detail on the campaign page as well. But It'll be for strategic hiring, like bringing in, someone who can design pieces so that we can rapidly, produce new SKUs so that we can scale faster. We're going to be bringing in operations person. We'll probably, at the next level for our revenue projections, we'll probably only need to bring in about 1 or 2 more shippers, just because of the volume. The volume for shipping is like one or two every couple million. So it's not it's not a super laborious process for mailing out, because we have the products. The products are like already made. So it's not like we're making a skin, some sort of skincare or something like that where we need a ton. So those will be the main hires on the employee side. Then of course there will be marketing, which is the biggest effort. We're investing a lot of effort in owning more data. So the future, the future of companies at scale is definitely own data. So we're making the investments now to make sure that we're consistently growing our email list, consistently growing our text message list, so that we can always speak directly to our customers when there's something new coming out, or just to survey or whatever, to essentially make better decisions for the brand. So that's gonna be a large chunk of money is gonna go towards that. There'll be a facelift to the brand. Like our renderings are really, really good. So the only uplift that we'll be doing is just changing a few of the components of the website so that it just makes things a little easier. So we're actually implementing a sizing component so that when people come on, they can instantly figure out like what their wrist size is or what piece they should be getting based on their wrist size. And then we're also going to be offering the service of actually sizing it before they receive the piece based on that. So, say somebody they say, oh, I have a 6-inch wrist and I want a bracelet and a watch. You'll be able to get the bracelet and the watch, and it'll come already fitted to your wrist size. So wow. That's something we'll be doing. Yeah.
That's awesome. Kaneko, he just answered your question. That's awesome. Nice. Very nice. You just stepped up the experience. Like you just made this luxury experience to match the look.
Absolutely. And that's really what we want to bring to this space, right? So we're in an affordable price space, but our goal is to bring the most luxury experience to that price point. There are no companies out there in this price point of watches that are doing fittings or sizing, or offering warranties that extend beyond, a few years. So these are all things that we're going to be doing to really stand out within our market.
Very good. Ebony, I see you say you came on late. You actually should have received an email from the Benson team asking you for your address. So check your email. If you haven't received it, check your spam.
Who you said this is? I'm sorry, whose name
Ebony.
is that?
That's Ebony. Ebony's last name is Vaz, V-A-Z.
Ebony. Vaz.
Her email is ebonytgrimsley@hotmail. Sorry for telling all your business, Ebony.
Ebony. I don't seem to see Ebony's name.
If your list is alphabetized, she's right above Eddie. No. And right below Dwayne.
That's funny because I see Dwayne and Eddie, but no Ebony.
But you don't see Ebony. Okay. I'll send Ebony back over.
Yeah, please do. I apologize about that, Ebony. I'm not sure how that got omitted from the list. Is there another name that she may go by?
She said the Republic may be under Hermsley. Is that how you pronounce it, Ebony? HRIMSLEY.
You said Hermsley.
Yeah, HRIMSLEY. Or is that supposed to be a G, Ebony? Is that Grimsley? Because your email is Grimsley. Yeah, Grimsley. Sorry. It's a G. It's Grimsley, Barry.
Okay, let's see.
Yes, Latrice, you're on the list. And Latrice, you gave your address, so you should be getting yours.
GREM?
GRIM SLEY.
Yeah. That's not coming up in the campaign for some reason. We can reach out. I'll connect with you after this and reach out personally.
Okay.
My only guess is that it could have been maybe like during the reconfirm period.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that too, just because we always want to educate the community on the best practices, and that was one of the things that I realized people may not have been doing timely or at all. So let's actually take a moment to talk about that now. So Ebony, we're going to make sure Barry gets your email address, and I'll let you guys correspond. But so one of the things Barry did was he did a rolling, what do you call it, Barry? The rolling
close.
Close.
So the rolling close is not what triggered it, because the rolling close is like you don't have to do anything, right? The rolling close is like taking a draw on some of the funds to get started sooner. What it was there was a lawyer that Republic had recommended that we use to file the Form C, which in the Form C essentially is the form that outlines like what we plan on raising, like how much we made, revenue, all the details that you need to know, like in a concise one pager, or it's a few pages, so that so people can just go and see things really quickly, right? And it's documented with the SEC so that they know what's going on, with this raise. So that lawyer, he filed it incorrectly. He put wrong date, wrong number. It just essentially made a mistake. So since there was there had to be a change to the Form C to correct that. By law, you have to reach out to all investors and ask them, one more time, like, hey, do you still want to do this? That we're making this slight change. Do you still want to be involved? So, that's what happened. And, it caused us to actually lose quite a bit of money on the campaign because of people just not checking, their email. And I get it, because if you're receiving emails from a certain company, you may, it's kind of be like, all right, well, that's just, so it makes sense that a certain percentage of people would kind of drop off. So that, I think that may be the case here, with a few people as well, whose emails we may not have, or they're not popping up in the, in the system as an investor. They may want to check their email because their investments could have possibly gotten canceled.
Okay. So Ebony, we'll figure out exactly what happened with her. She's saying she reconfirmed, but we'll check and see. They could have just fallen off the list.
Yeah, we'll definitely get to the bottom of it.
We'll definitely get to the bottom of it. I agree. Awesome. All right. Let's see. Next question. Orlando says, any smartwatches?
Currently, we do not have plans to do smartwatches. However, we are doing research on creating something that is still along the lines of what we create, but allows you to track certain, daily habits, steps, heart rate, things like that. We don't want to. We're not competing on a smartwatch with like an Apple, right? Or like they pretty much have that market cornered, and it wouldn't really benefit us much, and it would cost a lot of money to really research how to, how to create a smartwatch of that caliber. So, just from conversations we've had with customers through surveys, we found out that people would be interested in something that tracks just like some of their motions, but they say that they don't particularly need, like another Apple Watch.
Mhm. Very good point. Latrice says, keep it classy.
There we go.
Good. Any other questions, guys? Anyone that you're new to the 10K project, this is your first Bet on Black pitch. If you've got any questions, just jump in. Don't be shy. We'll give it a few minutes. I'll just say, as we're waiting for any last minute questions to come through. Oh, okay, look at that. You guys beat me to it. I won't say anything. I'll read this question. Charlotte says, what about the bands for a smartwatch like Hermes or like Hermes has with Apple Watch?
Yes. Yeah, so we are currently in design phase for something like that. We've gotten the question so many times. They're just like, they were like, we love the brand, we have the watch, but I do also wear my my Apple Watch. Is there something that you plan on doing around that? So we have something pretty cool, coming out surrounding that. It's actually it's going to be more than just a strap. It's going to be like an actual case. So it'll essentially like make your Apple Watch look more like a luxury watch. So you know what I mean? So imagine like the full case of a watch surrounding the screen of of an Apple Watch.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm not fancy enough that I'm sure I pronounced Hermes wrong. So if anybody else is fancy like that, tell me how I should have pronounced it.
Hermes.
Hermes? Okay. So you fancy, Barry. Warren says, have you considered any different shapes for the watches?
Yes. Yeah. So we try not to follow like trendy, trends, but we are looking into some square face pieces, which is actually trendy right now. And actually, like taking some of the existing pieces and just trying them in different shapes. So the Cardinal, for example, is a very simple piece that people love. And we've been kind of playing around with what that would look like in a square or more rectangular shape. But just being transparent, we do not have a date for that. That's not something that we're rolling out in the holiday season coming up either. But it's definitely something that we're playing around with.
Nice. Elizabeth says, female Luna watch.
Female lunar watch. So like the like lunar powered or like moon phase?
Yeah, Elizabeth, tell us what you mean. Sarah says, apologies, I joined late, but when will pre-orders start to ship? Order placed early May.
Yeah, we're shipping those out now. She should have gotten an email, but those pieces, along with the pieces that you guys got for investing, they're all going out.
Okay, so check the mail. Elizabeth, you want to clarify what you mean, dear? Moon phase.
Okay, so the we've considered we're going to have to run a survey through our SMS and email list to really get to the heart of how much change we want to make to the moon phase, because what we're finding is that there are a lot of women who are purchasing the moon phase as it is. At that size, they like it being a bit oversized, or like a boyfriend watch is what some people call it. But we're gonna test and see if it's something that makes sense. I can't guarantee that we will be coming out with one that's labeled a woman's watch. We're actually getting away from gender specific pieces. Just kind of doing some evaluation. Where we are, it's really best that people get to choose what pieces work for them, and we not necessarily get involved in like labeling, who the piece is for. So, unisex is usually what we say. We say our pieces, we just make our pieces, beautiful and with love, and whoever finds beauty in them, will get them. But they're for everybody.
I love that. I absolutely hate labels, so I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that. The comments are, that's very smart, genderless, awesome, universal, very good. Look at that. Sarah says, I haven't received an email, order number 5102. Oh, so Sarah must have placed a pre-order. So Sarah, he said they're coming.
If you haven't received the email, I would definitely say, check your spam, because we've sent several out. If not, you can email me personally, Sarah, and I'll make sure that I get that taken care of.
Very good. Latrice says, have you thought about collaborating with other Black-owned watches, or even We Buy Black? So you talked a little bit about that the last time.
Yeah, so we have a couple of things in the works. Like I said, I can't speak too much on the collaboration with other Black watch companies just yet, just because there's just a lot going on with like getting that done legally, right? And I don't like to speak on things until they're in ink. So I won't speak about that, but it's I will say that it's still in the works. What I can speak about is a collaboration that we're doing with a Black-owned hat company. They make like luxury fedoras. They're in like Nordstrom and Neiman Marcus, and we're working on a collaborative watch for a particular event. I can't speak too much about the event yet, but we're making the piece for the event, in collaboration. So it's going to be for the event, but then we're gonna launch in Nordstrom the actual collaboration capsule. So that will be in February of next year. So that's one collaboration that we're doing that I'm really excited about.
Very nice. Nice. All right. Any other questions? Oh, Latrice says, I'm a part of a hat group on Facebook. I need to know the name of that hat group. So I'm a hat girl. One day I'm gonna wear my hats. I'm in the house, so it's like you look kind of silly in the house with rocking the hat. I'm a hat girl. And so
they're called wear brims.
Wear brims. Okay.
Yeah, they're really cool guys. I really love and appreciate their perspective, their design aesthetic, and their their design philosophy. So definitely check them out.
Nice.
And definitely check out our collaboration coming next year. But yeah, I think the questions are starting to slowly dwindle down, because I think people are excited about what they're like. What do you what's that thing? What do you what did you come with this time? What are the goodies?
The goodies.
So I'd be happy to answer any other questions.
If there's any more. Chris just has a comment. He says, I hope Benson and Tally and Twine connect. So keep hope alive, Chris. I'm gonna say that and leave it there.
I just do like this, smart man. I won't say anything else.
All right. I feel like I should throw on Sierra, my goodies.
Yeah, no, smart man. That's yeah. So yeah, any who's it saying these evenings? That's coming from the 10K.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sandra said, I missed out on the last pitch. Ready for this one. I know that's right, Sandra.
Yes. Yes. So, okay. So, without further ado, I came bearing gifts last time. I gave the red watch away, which was exciting. And, sometimes if you have a piece, you have a watch, sometimes you may want something to accompany that watch, or you may not be a watch person and you may just want to wear this, this accessory. So So I have this beautiful
Ooh,
Omega
that's a bracelet
bracelet.
box.
Yeah, so this is definitely a bracelet box, right? So this is the watch box. So you see it's a little smaller. So I'll show you, I'll show you what this is about. This is the Omega collection. This is our currently the only bracelet that we sell. But when you open up the box, you'll see this like beautiful dust bag right here that says Benson on it. And you know how dust bags are. Like you can, after you use the bracelet, it can become a coin pouch. It could be, you can put some cash in there, buttons, whatever you desire. So I go ahead and just pull this out. This is like our beautiful Omega bracelet. Very beautiful, slightly twisted. We have this in rose gold. We also have it in onyx, coming out, silver, yellow gold. So we're giving this away to anybody who joins the movement. And not just anybody who joins the movement, but anybody who also may decide that they want to, they've heard enough and, they like the progress, they like what we've been doing, and they want to increase, the amount of investment. We'll be giving one of these to each person, who decides to join, and we'll do it the same way. And we'll give you tonight. We'll also give you, tonight to sleep on it. Because sometimes you want to talk to your significant other about any sort of decision that you may be making. So we'll run it for about 24 to 48 hours. Okay. And if you invest within that time period, then one of these will be showing up at your door.
Awesome. So Barry, I'm going to ask for a favor. Can we have until Friday?
Until Friday?
Today is Tuesday.
Absolutely.
We have till Friday? Okay.
Till Friday.
So some of us need another payday to come around.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it also comes with one of these as well. This is like a little terry cloth to help you maintain the shine of that bracelet.
Nice. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. So you have till Friday. If you invest as a new investor, or if you increase your existing investment, I want you to send, and I'm gonna have you send it directly to my 10K. Yes. So we don't bombard Cherie. So you're gonna send your first name, your last name, your email address, and your physical address this time. We didn't ask for that the last time, but now we're going to ask for that.
Yeah, that'll make it a lot easier.
Last name, email address, and physical address. And you're going to send that to trivers@the10kproject.com, right? So if you are newly investing in Benson Watch Company, so that means for the first time, you're going to send me that email after you invest. Right? If you want to increase your current investment, you're going to send me that email after you increase, right? And then if there are any reconfirms along the way, make sure you hit that reconfirm button in that email that they send you.
Yes. I will also say, Tawana, so the people that may have not reconfirmed because there's some people who's, like I said, whose, investment just completely got canceled. So if you haven't been receiving updates or you haven't received the email from us, I would definitely go and check just to double check and see if your investment was canceled. If it was canceled, you will have to go through the process again of just filling out the information. But we will make sure that we get your items to you as well.
Oh, awesome. Very good. And we have that in the chat now. So remember, that's trivers@the10kproject.com. First name, last name, email address, and physical mailing address so that we can get you that beautiful bracelet.
Yes. Cool.
Angie says, can we choose the color?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a good question. So make sure you tell me the color too, because if not, I think I'm gonna get you that onyx.
Well, but I will say this: if you want it by if you want the piece by end of campaign, it can be any color. If you want it immediately, it would need to be rose or yellow gold.
Okay, so you guys hear that? If you want it, so on the replay, anyone listening, If you can be patient and wait till end of campaign, it can be any color. If you want it immediately, rose or yellow gold. Okay? So if you want the onyx or the silver, then you've got to wait till end of campaign. So whatever you put in your email to me is what I'm going to put on the spreadsheet to Barry. Okay? All right. Okay. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. This is awesome. As usual, you have come and not disappointed. Keithy says, any incentive if I invested less than a month ago? Yeah, so there's some incentives on the campaign page, Keithy.
She said.
Right. And then Orlando said, I'm in Melbourne, Australia. Does his site take international addresses via credit card?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, WeFunded does that. I mean, Republic does that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to be the first globally recognized Black-owned brand. So yes, you can put those international addresses in, and we'll get them to you. I do know that there are a few places that Shopify does not allow the automatic label to print for. Mm-hmm. So I will say this. I'm sorry, what was his name?
It was Orlando.
Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
If you if you put in your information for Australia and it's not allowing it, just simply shoot us a note. You can either send it to Marcel at Benson Watch, or you can send it to support at Benson Watch, and just let them know what it is, and then somebody will be able to go in and make the tweak or either process it manually. But it should work on your own. But I'm just giving you, another option, if that doesn't work, because there are a few places that Shopify has kind of, like crossed out for some strange reason.
Awesome. So Diana says, my mom is not part of 10K, but she wants to invest in Benson Watch. Can she send info to me? To me. So Diana.
Tell mama we got a bracelet for her too.
Diana, she can get the bracelet. But why mama not a member of 10K Project yet? Tell me that, Diana. Absolutely. Put mama's name on the email. Get mama to send the information over. We want her to become a member. Oh, Diana says she's going to be. Okay. All right.
Oh, right. Like I said, Tawana definitely has the last say. Like, don't listen to me. So if it's fine with you, definitely, we can send something to her. But this is a great community. She should definitely be a part of it.
Absolutely. Oh, that's a good question, Orlando. I noticed that as well. Why 1913 on the watches? I noticed that watch looked different than the other one I had.
Yeah, so with 1913, we did a special piece where we created a piece and we put it there because of money that we're donating to the Delta Sigma Theta Incorporation. Nice. So that was our way of just kind of like paying homage to them, so that we could support their cause. So
very nice.
Yeah. So if
Anonymous says, can new investors also receive the watch for additional investment?
I'm sorry. Are they saying if
so? I think what they're saying is they didn't invest. They haven't invested yet, right? So they're not an existing investor. Mm-hmm. They want to invest for the first time, but maybe they do it at a certain dollar amount that they get grandfathered in on the watch. Maybe. I'm just saying that's how I do
it. Well, since we're negotiating, I will say, we can honor that. We can honor that. We can honor that.
What's that dollar amount?
But I was going to say that is a question that I'd be curious to know. But if it's something significant, we can honor that. The reason that I don't want to be quick to say yes, in all fairness, is because that was a moment in time, and it's not necessarily fair to the people who were there and attended. So I don't want to. Yeah, I mean, just to be honorable, honestly, like I actually don't want to do it. I'll be honest. I don't want to do that because
I respect the honesty.
yeah,
And I was getting ready to go back to your perks.
Yeah, I think you gotta be true to what you say. And that was the arrangement for then. This is the arrangement for now. So I sorry I couldn't accommodate that, but I don't think that would make sense.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. And when I look back at the perks that already exist to the population, a $500 investment gets you a $50 gift card. The $1,000 investment gets you $50 gift card plus 20% off.
Right.
2,500 gift card, 2,500 investment gets you the $100 gift card with 20% off for the year. And then 5,000 gets you 20% off. Then you get invited to the quarterly call. And then it goes up from there. So I would look at the existing perks. And so the deal on the table today, and I absolutely agree, Barry, is that if you invest as a new investor now, being a part of the 10K, you'll get the bracelet. If you want any additional perks, then you'll have to go to the website and follow, because you'll still get those, right?
Yeah.
If you do an amount that's on the website, you'll still get those perks in addition to anything that was offered to us.
Yeah. Yeah, I just gotta keep it fair.
I love it. Very good. Yeah, Terrence said good answer. I agree too. Very good. Brenda said, is there a minimum amount I have to reinvest to receive the bracelet? So Brenda, no.
No. What whatever you decide to, it will qualify you for that.
Yeah. Any other questions before we give our final words and our final ask? I'll go ahead and give mine. We it's obvious we want you to consider becoming an investor, right? That's the whole point of the Bet on Black pitch, right? But I'm going to let you make that decision for yourself. Our job is to present amazing business opportunities and for you to decide if they fit in your portfolio. What I do ask of you all every week is that you share this campaign link. Share it 5 times, 10 times. Talk about it. You don't even have to share the link. Talk about it to your friends. For those of us who now have our new timepieces, rock it and talk about it. Post that on your social media. Don't forget to post it on the 10K Facebook page, because we want to flood our page with just our watches, right? The unwrapping of them. You want to put a video unwrapping it, you can do that. Well, it's Benson watch all week. We just talking about it. But share the eyes on this campaign. Barry said that they're trying to raise $1 million to do everything that they want to do to scale and grow. And if he's been able to have, this is my 2 cents, right? I am not a financial planner and I'm not telling you what to do, but here's what my spidey senses says. If he's been able to accomplish as much as he has with not having all the funds he needs, imagine what this brother's going to do when he gets the money he needs.
Absolutely.
Just imagine. I get chills just thinking of it, right? So, please share it, and let the universe do the rest.
Yeah.
Barry, what do you want to say?
Yeah. Thank you for that. And that's absolutely right. Like, I've been at this for a while. I've been studying the industry for quite some time, seeing, what's been done right, what's been done wrong, and really seeing how we can, uniquely nestle ourselves into the industry to really make a significant impact. And, like Tawana said, it's really just, capital. Capital is the thing that, it's the gas to that car. Like you can get in the car and you can sit there and you can decorate, you can put rims on your car, you can put tents or whatever you want to do. But in order to go and take off, you got to have that gasoline. And that's exactly what the capital is. So everybody who's, decided to, to invest, in this company, I truly appreciate it. I am determined to, to take this, this project, this company globally, obviously to build wealth within our community, but also to positively impact the lives of everybody that comes in contact with the brand, and really do it like it's never been done before.
That's what's up. See, we've got 2 more questions. Ebony says, what's your email?
Email is Marcel, MARCEL @bensonwatch.com. So, just to clear you, I just want to say this really quick, because that was probably been weird, like hearing Marcel and Barry, during the exchange. But
That's
so
true.
Barry is my first name, right? Barry Marcel Benson. Marcel is what I've been going by, most of my life. So it's what I feel, the most comfortable with. But Barry is still attached to some of my email addresses, or Marcel is what I go by, would prefer. But I know, Barry is what was I think how we were originally introduced.
Yeah, it was.
So I don't want,
and that's what's on the SEC form.
Right. Exactly. So if you see that, know that it's the same guy. I see that they just dropped the email address, 10K Project, admin dropped it. It's actually Marcel @bensonwatch.com, not Marcel Benson @bensonwatch.com. So just Marcel.
Fix that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
All right.
Let's see. Odell says, I invested 1,000 in April. Did I miss the giveaway? So Odell, I'll say this because I don't remember the dates. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let me see if you're on my list, Odell.
I think that name sounds familiar. Let me see if he's on mine.
It sounds familiar to me too. Odell, what's your last name? I don't show Odell on my list.
Yeah,
Odell Thompson.
I'm not saying it either. Let me see if he's in the
So Odell, so last time we had the date ranges for investment was 4/6 through 4/13. And you guys had to send info at the 10K Project an email before the end of that week, which I believe was that 4/13 date. That was our date range. So everyone who invested during that week and then sent us the information would have made it on my spreadsheet that would have gone over. And I don't see your name. Yeah. So unfortunately, you would not be eligible for the watch. All right, but if you increase that by this Friday, remember the deadline is this Friday, guys, then you will be eligible for the beautiful bracelet.
Right.
Okay. All right, guys, thank you again for joining us. We appreciate you. We'll see you again next week. Same bat channel, same bat time.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for hanging out.
Much love to you, brother. Much love.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And likewise.
All right. Bye, everyone.
All right, have a good one.